Hi friends, welcome to DevOps-Ansible course video series presented by Narendra from Do With Python Technologies. In this video, we are going to see how to install and configure Ansible. See, already in one of my video, I showed how to install your Ansible, but here, along with your installation of your Ansible, I want to configure your Ansible. Then how we can go with? See, before going to start our concept, see, we know that Ansible is used to configure your servers, or Ansible is a configuration management tools. Let me take once again a simple introduction about your Ansible. Just assume you are having some servers. Okay, you want to manage all these servers using Ansible. So whenever if you want to manage some servers with Ansible, you should have your Ansible software somewhere. So on this server, I am going to take Ansible. Now this is called Ansible admin or Ansible master. So Ansible admin this is. So from this admin server, I want to manage all these three servers. Suppose in my case, okay. So we know that Ansible will work based on SSH keys or based on passwordless authentication. So that's why before going to install and configure Ansible, first I will create my environment. Once if I have my environment, then I will go and install our Ansible and then I will configure that. So what is your environment? You should have some servers, right? You should have some servers and you have to create passwordless authentication between these servers. So just assume this is admin server and these are remote servers. Now you have to provide passwordless authentication from your admin server to remote servers. That is your environment. Once if you have this environment, then you can go and install your Ansible on this admin server and you can configure that. Okay, now let me start that. First I want to create my environment. So creation of your environment is nothing but just create your environment and make passwordless authentication between your admin server and remote servers. So first I will create environment with some servers. Okay, so I will consider here in my case I will consider three servers. So let me create three servers. So I am going to take servers from my AWS account. So here I am going to take three servers. I am going to take. You can take any number of servers, right? So among them, one is admin server. Remaining all are your remote servers or your Ansible clients. Okay, now I'm going with the default values and I'm selecting security group as my security group. Then I'm going to select the key pair. Let me make the first one as Ansible master or controller. You can take anything, no problem. Then second thing, suppose Ansible client first, Ansible client 1, then I'm going to take Ansible client 2. So these three servers I require. Okay, so first server is for to install my Ansible and remaining two are clients for my Ansible. Okay, anyway, let me connect with all servers one by one. So I want to connect first with the Ansible admin server. So as of now, you don't have any Ansible on that, but I am assuming that I am going to install my Ansible on this server. Okay, I copied my host name, then go to my mobile extreme. So I'm going to create a new session. So before that, 1 second guys, I want to delete old sessions. Yeah, new session. So anyway, default user with AWS is EC2 user, and I want to provide my key. This is my key. Open. Okay, this is my first server, or just assume this is Ansible admin server. Okay, now let me create font size, increase font size. Yeah, and I am going to clear the screen. Okay, and go to your next server, that is suppose Ansible client 1, and connect with that as well. So guys, first I am going to take 3 servers. I need to consider 3 servers. So I am going to log into each and every server. This is my key. For all servers I am using same key. In your case you can use either same keys or different keys, no problem. If something goes wrong, let me reconnect with that. EC to E missed. Yeah. Okay, this is my Ansible client 1 server suppose. So again I am going to clear this screen, and just I am running top command in order to deactivate that terminal, to avoid that. Okay, let me take one more session. So now in this case I want to connect with second client. Guys, just I am saying client 1, client 2 and admin server, but as of now we don't have any Ansible, but just we are naming them. Just our assumption, we have to install a Ansible admin in first server, that's why I'm taking that as Ansible admin. Then remaining 2 I want to control with my Ansible, that's why I'm taking them as client 1 and client 2. That's it. Okay. Okay. I'm going to clear this screen, and just I'm running top command. See, there is no use of top command, but if you use top command, then your terminal will be, instead of going to deactivate state, it will be there as it is. That's it. Okay, so we consider 3 servers. So in that, just assume first one is admin server, the remaining 2 are remote servers or your Ansible clients. Okay, now your next option is create same user across all servers and provide password for each user on all servers. So in my case I'm going to take user name as admin. Okay, on all servers I'm going to create with this name one new user. You can anyway, in your AWS EC2 instance, by default EC2 user is there, you can also work with that, but instead of that I'm going to create new user. Okay, so first move to my, let me clear my screen guys. Yeah, root I am going, and here I am going to add new user add and admin. Okay, and I'm going to give password for that, and admin. Give me any password, you can take any password and re-enter that for confirmation. Sorry, I did something wrong. Yeah, it's done successfully. Same way, go to your client 1. Okay, so there also move to first root, then create user add and admin, then set password for that and admin. So you have to provide your password. Okay, and it may be same or different, it's not a problem, but you need to remember that for which server what is the password you entered. Okay, same way go to second client. So So here also first I'm moving into my root. Now I am on root. Now I'm going to add user and admin. Now I'm going to set password for that and admin. Provide some password and re-enter that password, and remember that password in case if your password is different for on all users. So instead of confusing, just take password, same password on all remote servers for all users. It's not a problem. Okay. Yeah, now we have done, right? The second step, created same user on all across all servers and provide some password for all users. Then second thing, make sure that password authentication yes in all servers under in this location. Okay, let me go to open each and every server that file. First I'm going to open on my admin client. Anyway, it's not required on your admin client, but I am doing that. Root etc your SSH, under that SSHD config, search with password and make this as yes and disable this no option. Then save it and restart your SSHD service. So service SSHD restart, so that your changes will be effective. Yeah, it's done. Same way, go to client and there also do that. SSHD config. So again search with password, then you can able to find out these two values. Just guys, why we are doing all these things, if you want to know, I have done one of my one video on my channel in RHL commands. You can go there. I think video number is 7 and 8. Both are related to passwordless authentication. You can consider those two videos now to understand passwordless authentication. If you are already good with passwordless authentication, just go with steps. Service SSHD restart. Yeah, we have done on client 1 also. Go to client 2 and open your SSHD config file and search with the password, sorry, pattern PASSWORD, then enable yes and disable no option. Then again here also start your service, that is SSHD restart. Okay, now come to your admin, I mean local server or admin server. So just check it whether you are able to connect with your server, I mean clients or not. Let me take any one of the client. If config, I'm going to take IP address of my, sorry, if config client 1 and check, I'm checking with that whether I'm able to connect with that or not using SSH. So user is and admin. Yes, just provide password, whatever the password for client 1 user. Yes, you are able to connect with that. Okay, then come out from that, just use exit command. Same way check for second client. If config copy this IP address and come to your local or admin server and again execute SSH and admin shift at the rate of, sorry, at the rate insert yes. Yeah, you are able to connect with that. So just come out from that. So now as of now from your admin server you are able to connect with your remote servers using your SSH and password of that particular user. But so through Ansible we are going to do some configuration of your servers, of your clients, right? So in order to entering each time your password in our Ansible, it's better to make passwordless authentication between your admin server and in your remote servers. So that's why before going to again install your Ansible, I want to do this as well, passwordless authentication steps. So how we can do? Okay. Generate SSH keys using SSH keygen command from your ANS admin, from your admin server. So this first is my admin server. Let me move to first my ANS admin user. Yeah, now I am in ANS admin user. Okay. See what are the folders or directories and files are there in your ANS admin user as of now. These are. Now here use command, that is SSH-keygen, so that you can able to generate your keys, SSH keys. Once if you exchange that keys with your remote servers, then you can able to do passwordless authentication. So for that, first you have to generate SSH keys. So for that, command is SSH keygen. Then I am going with the default values. Okay. So already I explained about these concepts also in that 7th and 8th video in my RHL commands tutorial. If you want to open that, see, I will show that. So just simply open YouTube and go to my channel. Go to my channel. Okay. In my channel, I'm having different tutorials. Go to playlist. So in this RHL server commands, okay, you are having 7th and 8th videos. Both are for this explanation, passwordless authentication, 7th and 8th. You can go through these two before going to work with the Ansible configuration. It's better. Okay. Okay, guys. Now come to our concept. Yeah, just now we created SSH keys, and by default they will be stored under this directory. So that directory will be now created under this location as a hidden folder .ssh. Move to that .ssh and see what are the directories or files are there. Now you are able to get two keys. One is private key and one more is public key. Okay. So first step is you have to create your keys. Yeah, we have done that. Second thing is copy that keys using this command with particular host of your remote server IP address or host IP address. So if you first copy your public key to your remote servers. So I am going to do that. So let me copy my first client or my first remote server IP address. Then command is sh-copy id. So by default you will select id or as a public key and it will transfer to this location, this IP address, that host name. Okay, you have to provide password for that user. Yes, it's added. Now our key, public key, is added to your remote server client 1. Same way do that step for second client as well. So this is our second client. Now come to here, ssh-copy id. Yes, provide your password for that remote user. So first time it's required, guys. Now once if you do that, okay, then see, as of now we copied public keys to our remote servers or our clients, Ansible clients, from our Ansible admin. Then now log into remote server without providing password, okay, using this command. Now if you use this command, it won't ask password. Previously whenever if you were try to log into remote server from your admin, it is asking some password, right? Now if I execute that, see previous command already we done previously, right? Let me go and take that command, ssh ans admin at the rate. So I'm going to take first client IP address, paste it, enter. See, directly you are able to connect with that remote server without asking password. That is because we copied our public key to remote server, from our admin server to remote server, or Ansible admin server to client server. Guys, not yet we installed that Ansible. Just we are assuming first server is admin server and remaining are Ansible clients. So first one Ansible controller and remaining are clients. Okay, so up to now, see, up to now we are able to create our environment, and we did that passwordless authentication between our admin server with remote servers. Then come to how to install and configure your Ansible. Once if you have your environment, then only you can install and configure your Ansible. Okay, how to install your Ansible? Okay, first we will go with installation of your Ansible part. Installing Ansible. See, provide root privileges to all ANS admin users on all servers. Why we have to provide root privileges to all servers? Means, see, through Ansible we are doing some configuration managements. So whenever if you are doing some configuration management on all servers with your Ansible, that user should have root privileges. Otherwise, that user can't perform if anything goes with related with root access. So that's why before going to install your Ansible, you should have for all your Ansible admin users root privileges. So now let me go to each and every server. So this is first server. Okay, first I need to go to my sudo su hyphen sorry, I come from root, right? So now I am under root. Same way, first I will go to each and every server. Yeah, already in client 1 I am under root. On client 2 also I am under root. Okay, let me open that pi sudo file. So if you go to at the end, here you can provide a syntax to give root privileges. So in this file, just use ans admin. Okay, and I'm going to give all permissions. I'm not going to restrict anything. I'm going to give exactly whatever the your root is having, that all permissions I am going to give, and no password. So if you give no password while doing your action with your server, your user and admin user, it won't ask password. That's it. Nothing is there. Okay, it's a small capital Q and admin all. Yeah, it's correct. Okay, we done that on admin server. Same way you have to done, you have to do on all servers. Okay, go to end. So here again give and admin all equals to all, no password, all for all actions. I don't want to give any password. That's it. Same way go to client 2, and there also make your ans admin as root. I mean give your for ans admin root privileges. So ans admin all equals to all, no password, all. Okay, now we have given on each and every server for our ans admin user root privileges. Okay, then come to next step. Update your YAML on admin server. See, it's generally we can, whenever if you open some new server, it's better to update YAML on each and every server. Anyway, we are going to install Ansible on your admin server. That's why there only you can update your YAML. Okay, now anyway I am going to connect with my ans admin user. Okay, yeah, now I am under ans admin user. Okay, I need to update my yum update, but you are under ans admin. So whenever other than root, if you want to work with yum, you have to provide sudo access, sudo yum update. And to work with this command, okay, your user must have root privileges. Already we have given that, that's why I'm using. See, suppose if I run without this, okay, you need to be a root to perform this action. Okay, already root privileges we have given for our user and admin. So in order to tell to I am a privileged user with root access, then you have to give command sudo yum update. That's it. So it will update, it will take some time. Yeah, just enter y. Yes, I want to do that. Once it is updated, okay, then what is the next step? Anyway, it will go and update that. Please wait some time so that it will be completed. Yeah, it's almost done. Right, so it has been updated your yum repository. Now suppose if you want to install something, any package, right, directly you can install with yum. Suppose generally yum install something, but our user is not root, that's why you have to use suppose sudo yum install ansible. Then what will happen? Observe that. See, no package Ansible available. That means as of now, with your default yum repository, there is no Ansible package. Okay. Externally, you have to install some extra repository, EPEL. Okay, extra package for enterprise Linux. Now for that, so what is the next step? So we have done an update, then install EPL package on admin server. Why we are using EPL package means with the default yum there is no Ansible package. So for that you have to install some extra package. So for that this is the link. Okay, so this in the under this link, this is the package, one extra package. In this package Ansible is there. Okay, now I am going to copy this link to my admin server. So this is my admin server, so I'm going to copy that. Okay, see, yeah, it has been installed, that extra package. See, I have given at the end y option, confirmation. So if you don't have y at the end, it will ask, do you want to install this or not, right? So if you provide at the end of your m command -y, so without confirmation it will deploy. Okay, anyway we have done that. Now I'm going to clear that. Once if you have this extra package on your host, on your admin server, then next thing is install Ansible using yum. So for that command yum install Ansible -y. So without -y also you can do. So without -y what will happen? With -y what will happen? I will show that. So sudo, we know that we are not the root, but we are having root permissions, that's why we are using sudo. Okay, sudo yum install Ansible. So if I enter, sorry, sudo, so it is asking for confirmation, right? At the end finally it will ask confirmation, yes or no. Okay, now I am terminating this. Okay, now I am using same command with at the end -y. In this case it won't ask confirmation, directly it will deploy. See, it's going and it will complete. It has been done. Now you can check it, Ansible version. Yes, it has been installed 2.5.2 version. Okay, see guys, while entering some commands I did some mistakes, right? Instead of sudo sudo I enter sud. So while doing manually, generally we will do some mistakes. That's why automation came into picture. So once if you have a perfect script without any errors, then you can run that script any number of times so that you can avoid this manual errors, right? Okay, anyway, just now we install our Ansible. Now after installing your Ansible, after deploying your Ansible on your admin, then second thing is you have to configure that. Configure your Ansible. How to configure Ansible? So nothing is there, just update host files with remote server IPs. So that is nothing but configuration of your Ansible. Okay. Now, what is a host file or inventory file? It is there always under root etc Ansible host file. So this is the file. This is the default inventory file location for your Ansible. Okay. Now I am going to update that. Okay. That is a root file. Okay. So sudo vi. If it is your file directly, then you can go with open va. But sudo, in order to show that I am having a root privileges, vi root etc Ansible host files. Okay. I am going to keep the whatever the information is there with that as it is. Now I am going to write some my servers. So in Ansible host file or inventory file, you have to make your servers as a groups. My servers. So here I am going to copy my IP address of each remote server. So once if you copy your IP address to host files, okay, then we can say that that remote server is one of your Ansible client. Now this guys, this server is the Ansible client for my Ansible admin controller. Same way, just to go to your second remote server and copy your IP address. Okay, then come to your inventory file and paste here. Once if you paste that, now we can say that second server is also one of my Ansible client for my my Ansible admin controller or Ansible controller. Okay, anyway, save it. Now configuration is done. Very simple step. Configure is nothing but updating your host files with remote server IPs. Now once if it is done, now you have to check whether your Ansible is able to communicate with your remote servers or not. Suppose if you want to deploy some Java package on all your remote servers, you can do with your Ansible, because Ansible is a configuration management tool. For that you have some coding, or you are having some Ansible commands. If you want to see some of the Ansible commands, okay, I already posted some of the Ansible commands on my YouTube. You can go to my YouTube channel. My channel is IT Automation with Python, AML and scripting. Go to playlist. Somewhere you can find out Ansible commands. So here you are having Ansible commands. So as of now you are having only 3 Ansible commands. So we will keep on updating this playlist as well. Okay. So here you can see how to use your Ansible commands. What is the procedure and everything. Anyway, so to do each and every task on your Ansible, you are having different commands. Or you can also do those commands instead of running your commands or as ad hoc commands on your command line. So here I am going to run, suppose Ansible hyphen, what is my, sorry, I want to see my web group name. I forgot that, guys. Okay, my server. Okay, you can take any name. I have taken that. Okay, my server. So Ansible my server hyphen m ping. Observe your output. If you are able to get POM, that means your Ansible is able to communicate with your remote servers. Okay. See here, this is an Ansible command or Ansible ad hoc command. Once if you configured your Ansible, after installation of your Ansible, if you configure your Ansible, generally this is the first command to check whether your Ansible clients are able to communicate with your Ansible admin server or not, or Ansible controller or not. Okay, actually this is Ansible command. So the general format of any Ansible command is first Ansible by default. Then here you have to provide group name or individual IP address also. You can provide group name and nothing, but as of now in my case my server is one of the group name. Okay, or you can also provide individual server names. See, instead of this, say I'm going to take, but make sure that IP address must be there with your inventory file -m ping, only with one server. Ansible, what happened? And SIBLE, yeah. So maybe there is something wrong. I'm not sure why it's not, but it's correct command only. Okay, Ansible, so particular IP, then ping. It's able to communicate with your that remote server. And make sure that whenever you are going to provide some IP here, that should be there with your inventory file. Otherwise, it won't work. Okay. See, even you can also check your local host as well. Yeah. Okay. And I want to give simple explanation about Ansible commands. See, Ansible by default, Ansible command format. Ansible here, group name or host names, or I mean IP address of particular server. Okay, or you can also do the combination of some groups with some other IP addresses like this only. You have to separate them with the colon. Okay, suppose, then okay, syntax I am giving first, then your module name, what is the module you are going to use, that with -m, then ping module suppose. Okay, now anyway, that is, if you enter this, you will get error definitely, because this is not a valid group name, right? Now observe here, I am going to use Ansible. Instead of my server, I am having two servers IP addresses, right? So I can directly mention those two IP addresses on my command line itself like this, but already this should be there in your inventory, then colon. In this way you can work with number of groups and a combination of groups and IP addresses. Nothing is there. What I am saying is, this is basically this position for web servers, I mean groups of your servers from your host file or inventory file. But here you can provide groups along with some host IPs, or two groups also you can provide like this with colon. Three groups if you want to provide, each group must be separated with colon. Once if you done that, then it will work. So let me run this command now. That's it. Okay, so instead of this, so generally this is not a good practice. I mean, work with commands, Ansible ad-hoc commands. Whenever if you are using, if you are going to learn about Ansible, then you should know about something AML scripting. Then only you are the preferable in market, right? So suppose here I am going to write simple Ansible script that will create some empty file in remote servers. Okay, just I am giving simple example. So I am going to create myaml.yml or yiml extension. Okay, so Ansible always you have to start with 3 hyphens, and suppose this is the first play. See, what is play, what is task. Even if you want to get about that information, again it is there with my channel. Just go to my channel and find out playlist DevOps Ansible scripting. So under this you are having Ansible playbook information. Okay, just click on this. I think this is third one, yeah, fourth one, Ansible playbook. What is that? Okay, what is a play and what is playbook, what are tasks, everything are there in this location. Okay, okay, now so I'm going to write a simple Ansible. So I'm going to take this is my first play. Then you have to provide host section here. Host, I'm taking all. Default all means whatever the servers are there in your inventory on all hosts it will work. Then actually here you have to provide variable section, but I don't require variables for this script, so I'm going with tasks. So I required command as module as command. Okay, whereas I will go with copy command. So I want to write some content to my remote server file. So first I'm going to take a destination as in under temp location some demo.txt file. So I want to write content, this as my content. This is the info from copy module. That's it. Okay, save it and execute it. If there is any error, it will show that in order to execute your AML, basically AML script for your Ansible is called playbooks. So Ansible playbook your script. If it is done, yeah, see, changed means on this server one change has been done. On this server one change has been done. Okay. Now if you go to remote server, okay, let me go to hands admin user. Go to temp location. Observe that demo.txt file is there. It has been created with the help of AML playbook. Okay guys, so this is the way how to install and configure your AML, along with how to run your AML commands and how to write a playbook and how to run playbook or playbooks. Okay. Okay guys, thank you for watching this video. Do subscribe my channel so that you will get some notifications whenever I post some new videos. Okay, and if you have any queries, you can drop a mail to this email ID, or you can also comment on the below of this video. Okay, bye.